Hey you guys, I'm Sergey Gusev, welcome back to this channel. Today we'll continue talking about portrait painting. I want to show how to paint a large alla prima. We usually paint smaller ones, but today I thought that it's important also to learn how to work on a larger size during one session. You know that alla prima means painting wet and wet during one session. So today I'm gonna show how to do it properly. I will be using a large canvas. It's not huge, of course, only 80 times 80 centimeters, which is approximately 32 times 32 inches. We need oil paints and medium. I'm going to use odour thinner mixed with stainless linseed oil as medium, and I will be using quite a few oil colors like titanium white, lemon yellow, permanent red, cadmium yellow deep, burnt sienna, raw umber and ultramarine. Let's pick up a bit of burnt sienna, mix with the medium and start mapping out our painting. Is going to be a portrait. By the way, I want to remind you that you can find a lot more information in my full-time video tutorials, which are available for download from my web page. They all contain source pictures, palette video and of course voiceover. If you want to improve your drawing and painting skills, check them out and you'll find a lot of information about tonal values, colors, proportions, composition and anatomy of the head. I always have special offers to make this tutorial affordable for you. And of course, I always make new lessons to help you out and inspire you developing your skills. There is also another way to watch my full-time tutorials. You can stream them on my Patreon page. Most of my full-time tutorials are now available on my Patreon page, and I add new episodes every week. Of course, you are getting access to the source pictures and the list of my art supplies. Follow my instructions and explanations to paint alongside with me and make your own amazing art pieces. The monthly subscription is only $5. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to improve your painting skills and explore your creativity with my online painting tutorials. Check out the links in the description. Okay, let's continue. I start out with a few basic lines, drawing the silhouette of the figure, of the face, head and shoulder girdle. So mostly I'm working on the composition of this portrait. We need quite a large white bristle brush. I'm working with one color, mostly with a few lines. I'm going to outline this composition, and then when I'm sure that it looks great, or at least I'm satisfied with it, I will continue working on the big spots of light and shadow. So basically working like I usually work. We don't have a lot of time on the details. Therefore, I highly suggest you to work mostly on the big spots. We don't need a lot of medium, and usually I work with the paints directly from the tubes. I like to start out from the darks and then slowly start working on the halftones and only at the very end on the very strong lights. I highly suggest you to paint a lot of alla primas, different sizes by the way, not only small tiny ones but also larger sizes, just because alla prima is a great way to improve your painting skills. You know that when you work on finished paintings, when you spend a lot of time to complete facial details and so on, you basically work on the drawing. I mean, you learn how to draw, you learn how to work with tonal values, construction, how to finish each single detail. But when working on these quick alla primas, we learn basically how to work with colors. Not as much as on the drawing, but mostly on the colors, on warm and cool shades. So in my opinion, this is a great way to improve your painting skills. Okay, you see that the face is looking quite dark. Now I start working on the lights with the same bristle brush, adding some white mixed with red and lemon yellow. In this case, of course, we have quite cold lights, because the light source is very cold, just natural light, and the shadows will be warmer, of course. This is the basic rule we need to remember about when painting. I still work on the big forms and large planes of the head, blocking in with big white brush strokes. Of course, when we work on alla prima on a quick painting, it doesn't mean that we can forget about the construction of the head, about the big planes. Of course not. But it's a great way to make an experiment with colors. Use some other paints you have never used before, for example. And of course, we don't have a lot of time to care for the drawing side and care for the very small details which are not important in painting at all. If you forget to paint the eyelashes, for example, it's not gonna make our painting much worse. Therefore, try to care for the big light and big shadow and remember about the big volume of the head, but not small details which are not important at all. I'm picking up quite a lot of lemon yellow. I want to paint this coat quite imposter. I'm using the paint directly from the tube without the medium at all. I don't want to waste my time and work on the background, though of course I need to paint some background around the head. I'm quickly darkening around the head, that's it, and then go back and work on the portrait. Of course, we need to work on the likeness, which means working on the proportions. So here I'm correcting the size of the facial details, the silhouette of the head, using my flat, soft synthetic brush. And here at this point I'm drawing some more. I also highly suggest you to think less when you work on these paintings and even have some fun. Just relax, don't think a lot, forget about the rules and paint it as you feel. It's not about making something perfect. It's mostly about making an experiment and learning new things to get new skills and explore your creativity. Just be yourself and don't worry if it's not going as you have planned. It's not about the result in this case, it's about the process. You should like and enjoy it. So if you like this way of painting and if you make quite a lot of studies like this, I'm sure you're gonna have quite a quick progress, improve your painting skills. You will feel the color much better, you'll feel the textures of the paints much better, and you will find out what means warm and cool shades in the painting. Therefore, I will highly suggest you to do these things a few times a week. Again, don't care for the result as much. If you don't like it, it doesn't mean that you don't get new skills, new experience. Each time it's gonna look much better than the previous one. Okay guys, put thumbs up if you like this painting tutorial. Subscribe to this channel, find me on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to visit my webpage where you can find the full video tutorials. I wish you good luck in your own artworks and see you in my next episode.